Hi friends, welcome to our shape art activity. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways you can do this activity, or you can do a combination of the ideas that I show you. It's up to you. I had to move into my kitchen so that I could sit at my table. It's a lot easier to do there than from the beach, which is where I usually read our books from. So in the book, they had a lot of different materials. Does anybody remember any of the materials that they had on their desk or on their table when they were making their art? We saw some scissors. These are my scissors that I have. They had colored pencils. There were some markers. There was paint. I don't have any paint at home. And I think that was it, and they had some pencils, and this is my pencil. So there's a couple different ways, like I said, that you can do this activity. You can draw your shapes. Now I know some of you might be saying, but I can't draw a circle, or I can't draw a triangle, or a square, or a line. I'm going to show you a couple different ways you can do it. I'm going to use my book to kind of be my table, if you will, while I draw. So let's talk about a line. Sometimes straight lines are hard to draw, so in the materials, the tools that they had a ruler. I couldn't find my ruler, so I took a piece of cardboard from a box that I just got, and I'm going to put that on my paper, and I'm going to use that as my stencil, and I'm going to draw a line. There's my line. Now, for a triangle, you can use the same cardboard or a ruler, or anything that's a hard surface that's flat. And to draw your triangle, I'm going to use our line that I first drew. So now I'm going to put my board at an angle. Let's see if I can hold it up and show you. Like that. There's one line. Now I need to attach the bottom of those two lines. So I'm going to hold my board across the bottom of those two lines. And now I have my triangle. To make a square, again, I'm going to use this first line that we drew. And I'm going to use my cardboard again. Make a line. I'm going to make another line on the other side. Oops. It's tricky to do. I'm going to set it down and draw my line. There's my third line. And then I'm going to hold my cardboard so that those two lines match. And there's my square. Now a circle, I don't have a circle piece of cardboard. I could cut a circle out of the cardboard. Or I found this is an empty, used to have tape on it. I can use that as my circle. And I can trace around the inside for my circle. You can also use a paper towel roll if you want to make a small circle. Set this on top of your paper like that and trace around it. And now I have a small circle-ish. That line kind of got away from me. I like to use a pencil when I draw my shapes because then I can erase if I make a mistake, but you can use whatever you want. You can use a crayon or a marker. After you make your shapes, you can color them in or with your marker or your colored pencils or your crayons. I don't have any crayons. Or your paint. I colored that in really fast. It's not a very good coloring job, but I'm trying to make this video kind of speedy. Another way you can make your shapes is by cutting them out. I could cut out the circle after I make it, That way I can arrange my shapes. Or if you have construction paper at home, you can cut your shapes out that way. I'm going to show you a couple of scissor tricks to make shapes. We know that our triangle has 3 sides, and this paper already kind of looks like a triangle. So what do we have to do to make it a triangle? We cut straight across. There's my triangle. Now line, I'm going to take this long side of the paper and I'm going to cut. Now I have my big line, which I can of course cut into smaller lines if I'd like. For a square has 4 equal sides. I already have 2 equal sides. So to make a square, oh, my square fell on the floor. I can just cut out 2 sides. Again, the circle, tricky to cut, even if you draw it or if you don't draw it. So you can use your stencil to draw it first and then cut it out. Or if you'd really like to practice your scissors skills, it's kind of a circle. I can cut around this a little bit more to make my circle. Now you can get another piece of paper to arrange all of your shapes, kind of like a shape collage. So I actually cut out some pieces earlier. I can use my line as the ground. And let's see, I'm going to use a square. Set that square on the ground. My triangle, what could I use a triangle for? I could make a roof. And I could use a circle as a sun. And I could cut this line into smaller pieces and make my rays of sun. But you can make whatever you would like. And what I usually like to do is, before I glue my pieces on, you can arrange them in many, many different ways. Then, once you figure out how you want to arrange your shapes for your picture, then you glue them down. I'm going to take all these shapes that I cut out and make a shape collage of my own, and I will post it in our classroom art page. I hope you have fun with this. I'll see you next time, friends. Adios, amigos.